Hello and welcome to Dream It Do It Educator. And today we are going to study modern Indian history. And if you can watch the complete series about 5 times, and I guarantee you, in any exam you write regarding modern Indian history, you will be able to score more than 70% marks. But you have to watch it 5 times. Complete series you have to watch it. You have to recollect, you have to recall things, then only it will be happening. For example, uh, so if you are seeing a person in 1 minute for about 25 days, and if you are being with a person for one full day, for example in one train journey, etc., there is more probability that you will be remembering the first person who you have repeatedly seen. And this repeats learning always help in more memorization. So we are going to start the modern history part. We'll be completing all the important events in the that has happened in the modern history. So first of all, some portion will be a bit dry, will be boring, etc. But we have to see it also. We have to learn it also. Everything is needed. Okay, and I will start some more explanation after we have crossed about 1920s, etc. So we'll start our class. Okay, so first of all we will go to 1498, that is 2 years before 1500. It is on 1498 Portuguese landed on Calicut, first ever European coming to Calicut or to India, and they came with the help of Abdul Majid, a person named Abdul Majid, and the person who came is known as Vasco da Gama, as you may know. Now, king at that time was Samuddin. Okay, and he came and he purchased different materials from this part of Kerala, and he went back and sold in Europe, and he got 600% profit in Europe with all these sales. Okay, so the most important things that they needed were the spices, like such things, and due to the Ottoman Empire problem, the land route was blocked, and hence the sea routes started being excavated. And next point is on 1502. Okay, after 4 years, first factory of Portuguese was set up in Kochi. Then Cochin. First Portuguese governor at the time, that was Francisco da Almeida. Okay, Francisco da Almeida. Now Kochi was the capital. Okay, and he was known for blue water policy, that is a policy regarding the sea. Okay, then they were set up in Kochi, but they needed Goa because it was a more good spot for exports, import, etc. So Goa was the need for the Portuguese, but it was ruled by Bijapur Sultan. So they have to defeat Bijapur Sultan, and it was done with the help of Krishna Devaraya king. Okay. So hence, on 1510, Goa was captured. 1510, Goa captured. Governor at that time was Alfonso de Albuquerque. You have to remember that, Alfonso de Albuquerque. And he is a person who has banned sati practice. The real banning of sati happened after Raja Ram Mohan Roy in the 1800s, etc. But legally by British. But this was also this is a pre-thing to that. Okay, banned sati practice. Now, after 20 years, 1530, Kochi to Goa capital transfer was taken place. Kochi to Goa capital was transferred. At that time, the governor was Ninoda Kunha. Okay. Now, 1535, 1559. One is 1535 and 1559, or near 1560s. So, into these 2 years, Diu and Daman was captured. And at that time, Daman and Diu was not like our union territories of Daman and Diu. It was very large, including Mumbai also it was included. So it was a very important spot for the trade, etc. Now in 1582, okay, 1580s, we are just jumping the line. 1582, Ralph Finch, a person who in Akbar's Darbar, he made one report. He one report. about things about in India, etc. He made some one report, and this report uh, made the Queen Elizabeth of Britain in 1599 to publish a royal charter. In 1599 to publish a royal charter, and hence British East India Company was started in paper in 1600s. But no factories was not put. Only the company was started by royal charter. Now, the order of coming of foreigners to India in like PDEF, like Portuguese, Dutch, English, French, etc. So next came Dutch, and the Dutch came in 1602. Okay, and first they came here and they gave an initial public offering, that is they offered shares of the company to the different individuals. Okay, that is initial public offering, and hence 1605 first Dutch factory was set up, and this Dutch factory was in Masulipatanam on the east coast, on Masulipatanam. Okay, so you can now imagine how the condition is going. First Dutch factory was set up in Masulipatanam. Then following it, different factories were came up with, like Patna, Balasore, Chinsor, etc. are were the factories by Dutch. And the Dutch capital was Pulicat on Tamil Nadu. That is important, a lake like Pulicat Lake, etc., which has also been asked in exams such as UPSC examinations. Now, on 1609, okay, after 1600, 1609, after 9 years, British reached India. After the company was formed, they reached India, okay, and they reached India in a place called Surat. And in the Surat, the ship they came was known as, its name was Hector, and its captain was William Hawkins. And that was the time of Jahangir, okay. And then on 1609 to 1611, two times Hawkins went to Jahangir for permission for factory. I need factory, like that. He started again and again telling to Jahangir, but it was declined every time. Okay, but in 1612, Captain Middleton came with some gifts. It's not GIFS, it is GIFTS, gifts to Jahangir. Captain Middleton came with some gifts to Jahangir, and Jahangir suddenly gave the permission for the factory. Factory permission was given, and hence 3 factories were set up by British, and the years also is important. First factory was in the west, or the place where they came, that is on 1613, Surat. Next one on 1631 was Masulipatanam, and 1633 it was on Odisha, Balasore in Odisha, and the place name was Hariharpur. Okay, 1613, 1631, 13 is when 13 is reversed, it becomes 31. 1631, then 1633, Hariharpur, Balasore, Odisha. The factory making engineer was Thomas Rowe, and the next important thing about that happened was in 1637, Madras was given for lease to Britishers. Okay, Madras was given for lease to Britishers in 1637. Okay, then the 40s, 50s, after all that, 1661. Okay, Portuguese King Henry John IV asked for taxes for doing trade in Surat, because Surat was already being occupied by them. Okay, by that Bombay region. Surat is near the Bombay region only. So to be given, tax was needed to be given to Henry John by Charles to the British King. Okay, and the tax was about 10 kilogram of gold per year. So what Britishers did? British King married Henry John IV's sister Catherine Braganza, and dowry of Bombay given to Britishers. So Bombay was given as dowry, so they do not have to need to give any tax, etc. Okay. Now, fortification started by Britishers. So fortification was started by Britishers. Okay, fortification was started by Britishers, and the first fort was made in 1639, Fort St. George, which was in Madras. Okay, and they started saying that it was a warehouse, but actually it was a fortification was where it was happening, and even arms, etc. were also taken to that fort. So in 1639, first Fort St. George fort started in Madras. Important. Then in 1668, Fort Bombay was established, and next Then British was always needed of Bengal, because that Britishers can grow tea, opium, indigo, and can trade them in the Bengal region. So they always like to have Bengal, but actually now, currently they do not have Bengal in 1668. But later, in 1698, Fort William was established, that we will study later. But actually now they couldn't make any fort there, and only the 1639 St. George Fort and 1668 Bombay Fort was there for them. Okay, so next. Okay, next Danes are coming. Denmark people, Danish people are coming. They came in 1616. They came. So we are just going back a little bit. In 1616, they came from Denmark and started a factory in Serampur in Bengal. So first time Denmark got the factory controlled in Bengal, and they made one colony like Tranquebar in Tamil Nadu. They made one colony also. In next, French is coming. Okay, French is coming, and in 1664, French East India Company was started by Henry Louis King, and two factories they made. One in Surat, 1668, and one is 1669, Masulipatanam. Just think about which are the factories. The earlier factories present in Surat and Masulipatanam. Okay, just think about that. Then in 1673, they captured Pondicherry and made their capital also. Then next important theme is Aurangzeb asked British to set up factory in Bengal. Aurangzeb asked British to set up factory in Bengal. Finally, their dream has been satisfied in 1690s. Okay, in 1690, just 10 years to 1700s. In 1690, did a Bengal factory by East India Company, and it was a beginning, a really important beginning for Britishers, and it was done in Sudanuti village and helped by J. Charnock. In 1696, Sudanuti, Kalikata, and Gobindapur, all those places were merged to become a single place. So it became a Calcutta in 1696, and hence, therefore, their factory is now in Calcutta. And in 1698, British has made one fort, that is Fort Williams. They made in Calcutta in 1698, and that is up to 1700. And we'll come with more such important videos, and I hope you enjoyed this lecture. If yes, please like, comment, etc. And you can also comment the number of time you are watching this video. Like if you are if this is zero the time, that is you are watching, then you can just comment 0, and when you come again and watch, you can comment 1, like that you can comment. So it will be motivation for you also, as well as others also, to watch this video more and more. And if any suggestions, etc., you can say it in comments, and it's always really to know about all that. So we'll come up soon with another lecture. So that's for this lecture. Thank you. Thanks a lot.